Hey you guys, welcome to NOLA Dirt. I'm catching up with a local future musician. We are on campus, my old haunts. We are at Loyola University, my alma mater. Go Wolfpack! Woohoo! Wolfpack! So just wanted to give you guys a tour of my campus. We're coming up on one of the landmarks that you see when you're driving up and down St. Charles Avenue for Loyola University. It's a Gothic style, very influenced by cathedrals, and being a Jesuit college definitely has plenty of ambiance of old world meets new world. And here we go. This is one of the towers of the main building. Let's go get a little closer look. So you guys, I came here freshman on campus and finished up my degree in visual arts and loved going to school here. It's big enough to where you feel like you're getting the university experience, but still, you know, small class sizes, teachers gave you one-on-one attention, and a beautiful campus. Look. So here we are on St. Charles Avenue, and here's the main entrance to Loyola University. So there's lots of trademarks, or actually landmarks, that students recognize when coming on campus to Loyola. One of the first ones, and I don't know if this is bad to say it, but this is what he's known as, is Touchdown Jesus. You'll see why. So we're walking up on the main building, which is Marquette, and as you can see, it's right across the street from Audubon Park. We're going to do a separate vlog, a follow-up vlog about Audubon Park. But this is the main building, and this is the statue that all the students lovingly refer to as Touchdown Jesus. Looks like he's saying, "Touchdown!" So you guys, I love going to school here. It's heavy in business, lots of business majors, really good business school. Also music. You can actually get a music business degree, which means that you should be ready to either set up a studio or become a recording artist, or you can actually become a music manager. You can also get into the local radio stations. So Loyola actually had its own radio station. It was student run, and it eventually turned into a television station known as WWL-TV. And actually I've got some information here. WWL-TV, which is currently Channel 4, local station here, major local station. The WWL stands for Worldwide Loyola, and it became a television station on air run by the Loyola University in 1957, and then became very popular, and then in 1989 actually was sold to a public channel, and they turned around and used that money to fund scholarships for students all over the world. So definitely a great thing for the students to be able to come to a nationally recognized university and have assistance with schooling. So let's just give you a walk around on campus. Like I said, it's a beautiful historic campus. It actually started with this main building that we're looking at now, and then slowly evolved into a larger campus. They call this one the Steamboat. This is the math building, but it looks like a riverboat, a little different in design. So the main facade is really brick, and then some variations throughout. But this is my home base, where I spent most of my time studying and studied graphic design and advertising here at the Communications Building. Originally it was actually 3 historic St. Charles homes that were purchased by the university and turned into student dorms. So how cool would that have been to come to school back in the 50s or 60s and get to live in a historic New Orleans uptown house right on smack dab on St. Charles Avenue. So lots of beautiful buildings. We're here, of course, we're here on Labor Day, Monday, so I guess I'm assuming students are out having fun and not in classes today, which is good for us because we really get to do a all-access tour. And but normally all these common grounds are crowded, full of students. When I actually came as a freshman, we were the largest freshman class at that point in 2003, and they built several dorms as a result, just for need of having a place for the students to stay on campus. They do ask that you stay on campus at least your first semester, and I think that's actually a good thing. We have so many international students. My roommates were from Puerto Rico. My roommate down the hall was from Egypt. Lots of students from Central America and all over Europe. So really an international school, but like I said, it's small enough to where you get to know everybody and you feel at home on campus. So we're coming up on the business building now. So the business students, you can always tell because they look dressed for success. They wear their suits and have their briefcases and go into all kinds of finance and accounting classes in there. Then we have our new library, which has computer lab and also a special collections where I actually got started doing my window display for the special collections. And it was really neat because if you're familiar with the show Antiques Roadshow, I actually watched an episode where there was a blue book that was it was basically a tourist guide to all of the houses of ill repute in New Orleans, and it was from about, I'd say, the early part of the 1900s, and we had one in our collection and we put it on more prominent display after we saw that episode of Antiques Roadshow. So here's some more of the common grounds. So the classes are held in here, parking garage, and then the student union is actually behind us. So a funny story, I was coming from my communications class one day and pretty much had all I could take of advertising copywriting, which when you're in advertising, you're either in the more written part, which is, you know, writing the copy for the ads, or you're in more visual, which is the graphic design part. So I saw another student on campus this particular day, and they were covered head to toe with paint. And I said, "You go to school here?" And they said, "Yeah, I go to school here." And I said, "Well, what department are you in?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm in the visual arts department." So in my sophomore year at Loyola, I switched over from advertising to graphic design and visual arts, and I have not looked back since. So classes are just getting started pretty much, the new fall semester for 2010. Like I said, a nice selection of classes. You do have to do some core curriculum as far as philosophy and world religions, and also some foreign languages. But overall, your selection is very nice as far as the types of classes they offer. When I was actually graduating in 2003, they also had just started the music entrepreneurial degree, which, like I said, was very different from anything else that colleges had offered before at that time. It actually lets you be a studio musician and learn how to make a living doing that. And for a city like New Orleans, where music is everywhere we go, it was really a great opportunity for students that are so talented in music to have a place to come and learn how to make a living at it. And like you'll see me talk about, you know, in lots of episodes, finding a way to get paid to do what you love to do anyway. I mean, what opportunity, that's something worth striving for. So, you know, different times I've had jobs just because I've needed a job, but the ones where I get to do visual arts and be creative, I've always had much more fun doing. So just want to give you a tour of my campus, Loyola University, New Orleans, in the middle of historic Uptown, right off of St. Charles Avenue. If you're looking to come to school in the city to achieve your degree, I can't think of a better place. I mean, I am a little biased. I did go here. I am an alumni. But Loyola University is definitely a nice option. So I want to wrap it all up with you guys. We took a tour of higher learning today, got to visit my old campus and see just what it's like to go to college in New Orleans. So rate and subscribe, you guys, and look for the follow-up video about Audubon Park, which, like I said, is a historic park that's directly across the street from Loyola. So follow up, rate and subscribe. Nola Dirt. Peace.